This presentation will take you through all of the information you need to know about your child's trip to Nationals in Anaheim for the Dysart Spirit Line. Before we get started on all of the necessary information, we want you to understand first and foremost that this trip is optional. It is not a requirement to be a part of the Dysart Spirit Line for the remainder of the year. And if your child does not attend Nationals, it will not affect their standing on the team for next year. However, due to cost restrictions, we must know by February 10th at the very latest if your child will not be attending, as it will affect the prices for everyone else. This year for USA Nationals, the Dysart Spirit Line has qualified and will compete in all-girl advanced, all-male advanced, these are group stunts, varsity pom advanced, and varsity co-ed show cheer advanced in the large division. As you will see in the upcoming slides, if your child has attended USA Nationals with DHS in the past, there is a slight increase in cost this year. This is due, first of all, to the fact that we are only taking the varsity team on the trip this year. Because there are fewer students attending, the price for transportation and lodging has increased. We have also lost a few cheerleaders in the past few weeks, which has resulted in us again having to increase the cost. However, on a brighter note, we are in the process of setting up an online store for parents to order spirit wear so that they can cheer on their cheerleaders as they compete at USA Nationals. More information will be coming out on that very soon. Now let's get into the necessary information. We will be leaving DHS on March 19th at approximately 9 a.m. This is the Thursday during spring break. We will return on Monday, March 23rd at approximately 3 p.m. The students will be excused from school on March 23rd and March 23rd only. If you choose to take your student out of class on the 24th, you will need to call in and excuse your child. Thursday will be a travel day. On Thursday evening, we will be having a bonding experience with the team. We hope to keep that a surprise from them until the night we arrive. On Friday, we will compete in the group stunt and pom categories. We again will have a bonding dinner with the team, but we hope to keep that a surprise as well. On Saturday, we will compete in the large co-ed show cheer division. On Sunday, if we make it to finals, we will compete that day. If we have won in any of the competitions, we may be asked to do an exhibition performance on Sunday. These are mandatory for our students to attend. If we do not make it to finals and do not have an exhibition, we will spend that day at Disneyland. On Monday, we will return home. The students will spend part of Saturday and part of Sunday at Disneyland. However, we do want to use this as a bonding time for the students as well. So we will be having all of our team dinners together, except for on Sunday evening. And we do plan to ride a ride at Disneyland or see a show together as a team. We will be staying at the Desert Palms Hotel and Suites on Katella Avenue in Anaheim. This is the contact information for the hotel. Although we are so excited that so many families attend Nationals to cheer us on, we ask that you do understand that this is a school-sponsored event, not a family vacation. You will have the opportunity to spend time with your child, even at Disneyland, but we do ask you to be considerate to the team. Team time is team time when we need to prepare to compete. We also ask that families not go inside students' hotel rooms. This is for security reasons and as a consideration for your students' roommates, since there will be up to 6 kids in a room. We are offering Disneyland tickets through our Booster Club, but the Booster Club and coaches will not arrange hotel accommodations or dinner reservations for families, as this is too difficult to coordinate. If you are keeping your students with you at the end of the trip or decide to take them home with you instead of on the bus, it is a requirement that you fill out the proper transportation form and have it turned into the athletic office prior to spring break. Let's go over some of the rules. There is no tobacco, alcohol, or any illegal substance use, regardless of the age of your child. Even if they are legal to purchase tobacco, they still may not have it on the trip. All school rules are still in effect, and your student must be with another team member at all times. We must be able to contact your student at all times, so they must have a working cell phone with them or be in a group of students that do have a working cell phone with them at all times. Your students must be on time to all events, and they must be respectful in all situations and in all areas at all times, yes, even at Disneyland or California Adventure, or any of the restaurants or shops that they choose to go into. A strong reminder also that theft of any kind will result in immediate loss of all privileges and suspension or possibly expulsion from the team. We do allow the students to go on their own to Disneyland or California Adventure. However, we require that they must be in a group with a working cell phone at all times. If your student is called by a coach or chaperone and you do not answer, you have 15 minutes to return the call. If you do not, you will be with the coaches for the remainder of the trip and will lose your privileges of going out on your own. The 15 minutes should allow for time for students to be on a ride or in a show and then call us back to check in with us. Your students must be back at the hotel within 30 minutes of the closing time of the amusement park. And your student must notify a coach or chaperone when you return. Do not go to sleep without telling the coaches you are back. Even if you return back to the hotel at 7 o'clock, your student must call the coaches and let them know that they are back at the hotel. Like I mentioned before, if we are asked to do an exhibition performance, this performance is required. The students may not opt out of this performance and go to Disneyland instead. We also make it a requirement for the students to take pictures at the fountain or on the steps. Parents, you are welcome to join us for this and take your own pictures as well. This is a tradition and it is a very fun and important thing to do. Now for the fun part, the cost. The cost right now for the trip is $775. This includes all competition fees, a 2-day Disney Park Hopper Pass, 4 nights at the hotel, transportation, which is a charter bus, 2 dinners, all breakfasts, and a nationals pack, which contains spiritware that the students will be using during our trip. The total cost of the trip includes breakfast, which is included with the hotel, and some of the dinners. However, the students will need extra money for lunches and any souvenirs they wish to purchase. We have 2 more fundraisers scheduled, and hopefully this will take care of some of the cost. We are hoping the proceeds from these will take the price down about $60 per person However, we do not want to guarantee this quite yet. If you are attending nationals with your student, there is a cost for parking at the convention center, and there is a cost to get into the competition as outlined on this slide. Tickets may be purchased at the convention center box office. A limited supply of additional Disneyland tickets may also be purchased at the convention center box office. These tickets may be slightly cheaper than the ones you can get at Disneyland itself. We also ask that if we add any additional fundraisers, that you please participate. We have set up a GoFundMe account. The link is on the DHS Spirit Line Booster Club Facebook page and has been emailed out through Shutterfly. We are working on some other small fundraisers, so please read all Shutterfly emails that are sent out so you are properly informed of these fundraising opportunities. We have been asking the students to periodically make payments for this trip. If these payments are not made on time, we have difficulty making deposits and/or payments for fees and items included in the trip. It is essential that you communicate with the coaches if your payments are going to be late. If too many payments are late, it could result in us not having the funds to pay for the trip. If this happens and the trip is canceled, there will be no refunds for any payments made. Once you and your child have committed to the trip, we must ensure that that commitment is upheld. If your child backs out of the trip, cost goes up for everyone. If you must cancel due to an emergency or greater behavior issues, we may be able to arrange for some sort of refund. However, a full refund at this point is impossible due to the deposits for hotel, transportation, and competition fees that have already been made. Yes, we do hope to win some trophies during this trip, but more than anything, we want to give your child an incredible and valuable experience that will include good friends and lots of fun. If you have any questions about the trip, please contact any of the coaches at any time. Thank you so much.